Hey, Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when he said that.
Wow, fiscal philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
Hello, everybody. It is Saturday. It is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a special episode for a multitude of reasons. For one, we have an episode 32 Survivor coming onto the Cash Flow Kings. Not many people can say that they survived episode 32. Number 2, it's episode 50 Fiscal.
5-0, baby.
And for episode 50, we decided we need to bring on a special guest. And actually, this is a fun fact. This is the longest booked CFK guest probably. This has been, I'm going to say since like April or May, we've had this plan. So you have to appreciate that. But Fiscal, what else could you be doing right now? It's 8:30. We're getting a late start here. Later in the night, the crazier stuff happens. What could you be doing right now on Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern?
You could be watching the latest high yield dividend warrior live stream instead of the Cash Flow Kings. That would just be an unbelievable travesty if you were to do that. You could be out on them streets drag racing against a drag queen.
Oh,
I hear if you were in Springfield, Ohio, you could be eating cats and dogs with the Haitian migrants. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs.
They are. So nasty.
You could, I know, it's crazy. You could be downing gallons of Don Julio's, killing your liver, or you could be here on Cash Flow Kings. I know what choice I'm making.
I was thinking more so this week. You could be stocking up on 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson baby oil. That's what some people are doing at Saturday.
So is that bullish or bearish J&J stock?
You almost wonder when he bought the baby oil, if he bought it in stock 15 years ago or whatever, or I don't know.
Is there an expiration date on that stuff?
Yeah, asking for a friend. Welcome in everybody though. This will be a fun episode. That's all I have to say, and we're gonna go over. This is one of the best comments. Whenever you have a comment before you even go live, it's going to be interesting. You can say, from Retire on Dividends channel member, you can say retarded now. It's back to being PC. For someone like WeTheKhmers, it makes perfect sense. I'm looking forward to tonight. I also did put a poll up in our chat if WeTheKhmers secretly has hidden Down syndrome. So feel free to answer that. He doesn't appear on the outside, but inside, we all know deep down the cognitive. Fun fact today, too, I did see somebody with Down syndrome driving. I didn't know they could drive. I swear to God, I'm not lying either. That's the first time I've seen that.
Are they saying he's a few chromosomes short of a full set?
He could. I mean, you could say that. But I think I think for episode 50, when we introduce our guest, I think we should use a special intro, Fiscal. What do you think?
I think that it calls for a special intro. Absolutely. This is episode 50 only comes once.
That's right. Episode 50, it's tonight or never. And I think it's only right. This is the way we introduce our guest.
And I know they've been around for a while, but we're reaching critical mass with these monthly covered call dividends. Yo, there's some crazy noise in the background. Is that somebody's vibrator going off? What is that?
I thought it was yours.
No, bro. What is that? Porn? Hold up.
Welcome in Strongman Personal Finance to the show.
Dividends.
Welcome in Strongman. 5 months later.
I know.
Whoa.
Can you hear it?
Yes,
your audio
can hear you.
How about now?
It's the Conehead. The Conehead has came back to the Cash Clowns.
Oh my God.
What's up, boys? I was playing RuneScape before I came on here. This better be worth it.
Good honesty. You put the kids to bed and you play RuneScape.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
We do have a few comments to get to before we get into some of the business of tonight's show. Not a Randy Moss jersey. Fake news, Cody. Eric Spencer wants to see your flap. I'm not going to say that.
That's gonna
the people are let down that you're wearing a shirt. I mean, you ran so Fiscal could walk with the tank top. So I mean, you got to respect it either way.
Yeah.
on somebody else's show. I want to be respectful.
There you go. I episode 50. You have to at least dress up somewhat. Some attire.
No,
You came on.
The audio fine now, or should I get my laptop?
Might want to get the laptop. It's a little choppy.
Yeah,
episode 50.
Choppy waters. I'm really old and my hearing's starting to go. So,
all right, go ahead, kick me off, and then I'll get my laptop.
We'll redo the intro again.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we know what has happened. A certain someone has hacked through Strongman, Conehead, Flappy Tits.
The Oracle has used his vast powers to kill the audio Strongman Personal Finance. Unbelievable.
Unreal.
He was only here because he allowed it.
What an era. What an era. Strongman week, Mike. Hey, you got to respect it.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of people say tank tops and sunglasses are not professional. But I have it on good authority that CEOs don't actually discriminate against people with sunglasses, which we'll get to that later, I think.
We can get to whenever.
That's going to be a know your role and shut your mouth segment, I
definitely.
think.
Yeah, by the way, everybody, the High Tide Roundtable's next week. If you're interested in that, we're going to have Blake on. Hopefully, we're going to get some more High Tide investors. The ones that we try to get won't come on, and the other ones are criticizing us for wearing sunglasses and being unprofessional. So,
what about Dissector?
Dissector wouldn't come on. I'm not going to say what he said to me in the DMs, but he's. I respect it. I'm going to respect the privacy.
Okay.
I was going to wear a Packers jersey today too for Dissector, but I wanted to switch it up, and it's too clean. And I bought it from China too. It's a fake jersey.
Maybe I'll DM Raj and see if he'll maybe send us a clip in sunglasses or something.
Yeah. No, that would piss off so many people if he came on to our show, dude. If he came on to our show, that would just piss so many people off. Dan, he's the Oracle has hacked his microphone. He allowed him to speak on the Cash Clowns.
Oh, God.
He's reconfiguring his audio.
He's getting on the laptop, yeah.
Dissector told me to buy SMC. I had 1,000. Jay hopping on. Oh my God, that we haven't. That was right after our show, so we haven't discussed that. But Jay Pestroshelli, I've lost any respect I had for the guy
because he went on WeTheKhmers, right?
He went on Khmers and dude, I posted a great meme too on Twitter the day after. It's of the Trailer Park Boys. It's Jay showing up to the WeTheKhmers live stream. It's just a bunch of trashy looking people around. Yeah. By the way, everybody, become a channel member now if you have not already. Only $2 a month. Best value you can possibly get for $2 every single month. With $2 a month in some parts of Southeast Asia, you can get a fractional hooker. You can also, if you want, I've seen this in Japan, but there is apparently pantyhose dispensaries of used pantyhose.
Yep, the panty vending machines are real.
I can't believe that.
Some say they're used. Some say that they're just it's they're sprayed with some kind of a solution that makes them smell used. I don't know how they do it. But
Jay schooled the audience, said I mean Jay's I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I understand, Coach, you've had him on before. I just lost any respect I had for the guy going on Khmers, dude. You can't go, and dude, you're talking to the people on there. Yeah, Mr. J, I wanted to thank you so much. Your funds truly, that they've helped me so much. I've been working at Walmart for the last 15 years, and your funds, I've been making $20K a year now from doing nothing. Mr. J, thank you so much. It's
how you explain the novel Rosen?
And you I just can't respect that, dude. It's It's sad.
It's rough.
You don't want to be CNN reporter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can see that. I could see Coach being a CNN reporter. The pumpkin. I could see the pumpkin being
the sweaty pumpkin. We the Khmer, dude. He's blind is generous.
So, yeah, the Conehead. Did we lose the Conehead?
Conehead is gonna come back. He's configuring his microphone right now. The Oracle let him come out of the cash clowns.
I don't know. Maybe the Oracle hacked his house like he did with that one other guy that we found.
Oh, is this true? I need to know. By the way, everybody, don't worry. There's not going to be much investing talk tonight. This is a break week for us. Trust me. But is it true that Khmer actually made an hour-long roast of Coach? Because apparently, Coach mentioned something of insulting people behind a paywall. Because that happened to me first. I'm going to take credit. I was the original one that happened to of insulting people and using people's videos behind a paywall. So I'd like credit. That was an interesting.
Yeah, I had never heard anything about Khmer doing an hour-long roast. That's pretty hilarious if it's true, though.
We need Khmer to do like more of these IRL streams. You know what I mean? Like where he's an out and real person. He starts to lose it, and you actually see it on stream. He's cussing out loud on the sidewalk. You got your retard. You fucking cash clown to come after me. All right. Strongman is back right in time for the Khmer talk. Can we hear you? There we go. That's
All right.
Is that
better? So it is much better. So first question.
But I can't hear you now. What the fuck? Hold on a second.
No. The Oracle strikes again. Oh my gosh. He's muted us.
Well, if you can hear me, that's good. Now I got to figure out my freaking audio.
We can hear you. That's great. Khmer is so smart. I can't wait for Khmer to run.
Khmer paid the Oracle to hack the stream. It's unbelievable.
Hey, they aren't friendly anymore, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Get an Oracle reunion on CFK to go after Khmer, dude. Put the final nail in the coffin.
Unlikely bedfellows.
I know. Yeah.
1 week he's sending death threats to Ryan's mom. The next,
hey, that never happened. I don't know what you're speaking about. You come, I come, we all come. Income. Bacon with quote of the year candidate, dude. I can't wait for the quote of the year show too. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be that might actually be like 3 or 4 hours long. So warning for everybody.
There's been a lot of good ones so far in 2024.
Some of the best off the top of my head. You don't know how to use margin, so we don't know how to use margin, so you don't know how to use margin, so don't tell me how to use margin. Quote of the year. But that's definitely front runner. Dividend dude had some doozies too at the beginning of the year.
Let me try. The reason we know how to use margin because we know how to use margin. Because you don't know how to use margin, so don't even put that on us. Don't even ask us question. I think that's I think that's like exact. Actually.
Oh boy. Hold on.
Quote of the year. It's margin.
Yeah. What else? What are some other quote of the year candidates? I mean, you've got.
I'm going to leave and come back.
This is not good, everyone. Yours are in the beginning of the year. I'm trying to remember. I'll look at the Discord right now because that's just it's top form, of course. Nav erosion, capital erosion. Who give a flying fuck about that shit from Khmer? That's up there too.
I feel like he's not allowed to win the quote of the year. It's got to be somebody.
We got to invite him on the show if he got to accept the award.
He won't come on.
Some very some very Diddy like stuff too. That we'll save for that show. This is great. Age doesn't matter in looks, taken out of context for me. Let's see. I'm looking right now. We need the Paul Gabriel and Dividend Dude. That one's definitely pooping next to another man. Absolutely. All right, are you good?
All right, we're good now.
All right, you can hear pooping next to another man.
So the first question, this is a burning question I've been wanting to ask you for so long. as a distinguished military veteran, how many men have you pooped next to, and how close to them are you today because of pooping next to them?
You know, to be honest, even in the military, you use bathrooms too. It's a crazy concept.
I have been misled because there's this guy called WeTheKhmers, and he said that you poop right next to each other, like just randomly, nothing in between, and you become very closely bonded as a result.
Well, you
So
basically hold each other's hands, right? And you use each other's like weight to keep each other up, and that's how you do it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, think about it. Like if you didn't have a tree to hold on to, how would you take a dump?
So it's like you're holding hands. It's like you're intimate.
Exactly.
And you stare into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Khmer would be the kind of guy to break that stare, though. If you know
No,
what I
but
mean.
seriously, like people don't think like if you're in the military, there's bathrooms. Like you go to work and there's bathrooms, or you go out to the field and there's porta potties. Like it's not, you're not just pooping next to people all the time.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know if you poop next to other people when you're an ROTC officer going from middle school to high school every other Wednesday. I don't know if that's the case.
See, he's not even our look. I'm gonna do an exposed video at some point. He's like the lowest of the low, like high school JROTC. It's not even military. It's a joke, complete joke.
We gotta find some viewers that are still in high school that are in his state by some coincidence, and just try and get a video of him in the middle of the action. He was in the cafeteria. He's got the pamphlets. He's hanging out. He's handing out. Hello,
Jesus.
look at this guy. He could do 20 pull-ups. I bet. Come do the pull-up. He's by the pull-up chart. He's holding it.
I wonder if the offer to give me $5 per pull-up is still on the table.
$5 per pull-up, man.
Yeah. Finance guy, on Twitter.
Oh yeah, finance guy.
Yeah.
Twitter. You know a finance guy? You must.
Yeah, he's like the cartoon emoji or whatever picture. That guy's so stupid in so many ways. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's I'm not saying he's necessarily a grifter. I mean, I don't follow him that much, but he's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Well, so it's funny because I wasn't on Twitter 2 years ago, but I heard from people that have been that 2 years ago he was pumping SCHD.
Yeah.
And then it underperformed the S&P 500 for like a year, so he immediately switched and started like shitting on it and saying S&P 500 is the best, and then always just showing the 5-year chart of the S&P compared to anything else. Like, see the 5-year chart, it's the best.
Dude, that proves everything I've been saying. As soon as an ETF does bad, people dump it, and then they buy a new ETF, and then they pull up the chart and they say, "Oh, look," even though they weren't invested in the ETF over the time frame that they're showing.
Yeah,
it's like funny. He literally did that. I remember that now that you mentioned it.
I always tell people the 5-year chart is great and it's very important if you bought 5 years ago.
People show me like QQQ from 2009. It's like, dude, shut up. You started investing in 2020 and you lost all your money on ARK. I don't want to freaking hear it.
Yeah, the 5-year chart is relevant starting from 5 years ago, but starting from today, it isn't really all that relevant, and it's forward looking, not backward looking. But
now that you say that, you're ahead of like I'd say probably 75% of YouTube.
Yeah, that's the sad thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
And about 99% of Twitter, probably.
Oh yeah, Twitter is a cesspit. Like, I go on there and I tweet occasionally, but I focus my attention on YouTube because I already have enough dumb people to deal with here.
Dude, we had such a good system going on Twitter too, with you copying our copy tweets. We had third-party plagiarism, dude. It was great. For anybody, my
followers started going up.
I know. For anybody that doesn't know, we'd copy Dividend Talks tweets that are like 10 semiconductor stocks to buy now, and I basically just copy and paste them and post them like an hour later, and it's so stupid. The post would do great, and then we got blocked.
Well, the guy's like, he's like, "Oh, well, what are the most popular stocks right now that are trending on Twitter? Oh, let me make a tweet and talk about each one of their PEs, so it pushes me up in the algorithm." Like, I know what you're doing, you loser.
The 10 best stocks and their PEs. Wow, what a profound post.
You could go on ChatGPT. I actually did that. I was like, can you list the top 10 stocks and put their PEs? And it did it. And I just copied and pasted it over.
Poor dividend dude's in the chat right now, just shaking his head.
I'm really smart.
We're using AI, guys. We're using AI. It's a brave new world.
Yeah, the only issue with the ChatGPT thing is, though, they don't give you the you got to tag the stock technically. So you got to put the ticker before it. So you get like the extra engagement or push from the algorithm, and ChatGPT won't do it for you. So that's kind of an issue there.
Really?
Yeah, it won't.
I thought I was able to command it because like I had to keep commanding it and fixing it, but I thought I found a way to where it literally spit out exactly what I wanted.
I don't have the.
Maybe you know what? I'll start a course. Okay, I'll buy my course and I'll show you how to do it.
How to use ChatGPT to raise your Twitter engagement.
Yeah,
it's only $800, but today he'll give you a 69% discount.
But it expires at midnight.
Is there a Google spreadsheet included with that? Of how to do a dividend discount model even better?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually I use regular Excel like a real person.
Mm-hmm. I've had to use Excel recently. School, we do not use Apple anymore these days. Or Google. We used to use Google Chrome and Sheets. Same thing. So where do we start tonight? Do we start with the Khmer buffoonery, as one would say?
100%.
Well, yeah, that's what the audience wants to see. He's like, he's dumber than Jeremy, and that's saying something. He
makes Jeremy look like Einstein, and that's being generous. Jeremy's at least like, he at least brings up the PE ratio occasionally. He'll do some real due diligence. He'll go to Target aisles.
He'll tell you how to decode the income statement.
Khmer's it's entertainment though. That's the thing. Like, it's entertainment to the point where like I can't even get pissed at it. Like, it's hilarious. And then you see him have these rage moments, and it's mint.
Well, one thing on Khmer, somebody on Strongman's Discord actually predicted that he would do this, and he just did it. He transferred out of Schwab and went 100% Robinhood to reset his bases and hide his losses. And somebody called it like 3 months ago.
Oh, it's a brilliant way to do. Like he's learning all the grifter tricks slowly but surely, and that's one of the best. If you have a ton of losses, just sell and then just buy back, and your cost basis is now lower. Wow. You didn't lose anything because it's gone.
Yeah. But I guess he did like a whole account transfer from Schwab, but like I don't think he sold or anything first.
Yeah, I don't know how because I've never used margin, so I don't know how it works when you transfer brokerages, but he owes Schwab whatever amount of money he borrowed.
I feel like he thinks it's gonna just go away or something. I don't think he's like, because he's telling people like I'll show what happened to it after a week, because I guess it takes time for the whole transfer to go through or whatever. But I don't think he knows that he's gonna still have to like that margin's gonna have to be settled.
He's gonna get a call from Schwab, and he's just gonna he's just gonna be like, sorry, I no longer Charles Schwab customer. Have a good day, and he's just gonna hang up. I'm not saying that's a joke. He's going to do.
So he already did for not having $10,000 in income. Like there was this clip where he's like, what I do with $10,000 of income, and then he pulls up his income, and like it's like 8,600 or whatever, because as the NAV goes down, so does the distribution. And he's like, "Why only say 8,600, not 10,000? This Schwab is buffoonery."
Schwab is buffoonery.
Oh, dude, all the clips that have been posted in the Discord, I've been downloading them all into a folder on Dropbox so I can have like a huge collage one day.
50 minutes of the best Khmer moments. You gotta wait till he starts getting more followers, though. Wait till he hits like the 15 or 20K mark. If there's enough people out there that are
dude, if he keeps going, he's gonna get big. I'm calling it.
I gotta see what it's at. I don't know if he got too. I just can't see a world where like
that
he's too stupid.
Dude, no, YouTube is that stupid. I'm telling you, he's gonna get big.
Regardless of their level of intellect, can actually succeed on YouTube if they're just willing to be as grifty as humanly possible.
Or yeah, it's just entertainment, you know. Like he sits there and he talks and he drinks his coffee and he talks about pooping and people love it, you know. Doesn't matter if they're destroying their financial futures. He's fun to listen to.
So
that's all that matters.
Proportionally, like his audience, how many do you think actually are watching him to like do what he does and like follow his investment advice versus how many just view it as entertainment to like laugh at this guy imploding?
I bet you it's mostly people that believe it.
Oh.
Sadly. I mean, there's probably like a good 10-20% that are just like I watch them sometimes.
Yeah,
but
me too. Like,
there's thousands watching him. Do you think there's that many people that understand that he's wrong? I don't. I think there's maybe 100.
There's a part of me that wants to believe. I want to believe that people understand that he's wrong and that he's clearly a fucking idiot. But yeah.
No, that dude, I've been on here long enough. I know people are stupid. I mean, look at all the grifters; they're doing better than ever. Look at all the stuff they did. Like it just
that's true. There are still people that follow Meet Kevin. So
he crossed 2 million subs. His channel's doing better than ever.
if you haven't figured out by this point that you shouldn't trust a word that guy has to say, I don't know how to help.
You're not going to help anybody. I mean, you can save like a couple people, but the vast majority just want the grifters. You know, they want the easy win. They want to get rich quick.
They want the henhex.
Henhex. I can't be too loud because everybody's asleep. But
I want to know more about Khmer's personal life, dude. There's no chance this guy. So
dude,
what are we doing?
So much research. Like I know.
He doesn't have kids though, does he? There's no way.
No, I don't think he does. I know he's a turbo manlet. I know I found his family's trust. His family had trust.
How are we defining turbo manlet?
Okay, how tall are you guys?
I'm 5'7". Ryan's over 6 foot, I think.
6'1".
Okay, he's like 5'2". Like turbo manlet.
I gotta find this guy. I'm going to the next Rec Shares event in New York. I don't care. I'm going there.
So this is awesome. Khmer gets to make me both feel smart and tall. Like,
dude, I found his school's YouTube channel when there's like videos of him like giving speeches at these like, high school military balls, and then I found his family trust. I know they have 2 properties that I could see that they own, but I kind of had to stop. I had something else to do, but I found that. And then I was going through his military video and kind of trying to figure out what he actually did. And I found like his last thing he did before he got out was he was a commander in this really like the worst command you could get. Like it's like a training school for people that are transferring in and out. He was a commander of the company, the transition company, or like if somebody got hurt, they would go there. So he wasn't even training people. He was just like a head counter, basically, which is where you put the stupidest people.
It's all fun and games until Kamala gets elected and we go into war. I'm sorry, Echoes. If Echoes is listening, I'm sorry. Don't come at me. Kamala gets elected. I get drafted into war. Me and Dividend Dude are being led by Khmer to go against Russia.
Oh, and that's another thing. He's not in the military. He's retired. He's not on active duty. I can almost guarantee you. So JROTC, because I used to be in JROTC when I was in high school, and those guys are not on active duty. They're retired, and they're actually contract positions.
I thought he was still a reservist or something.
He's got to be retired. There's no way.
Well, yeah, he does look pretty old, to be honest.
Dude, I'm 95% sure he's retired. He's pretending he's still in the military because they usually take people that are already retired.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I'm so upset nobody went on that live with Jay they did last Sunday and completely did an amazing troll job. I thought we had somebody, I'm not going to reveal who, but we had somebody in there, but I'm so upset nobody just said some nice words at Jay. It would have been very funny because you could tell Khmer really looks up to Jay. He loves him, and just to see how he would deal with a troll, or that'd just be, I'd pay for it.
It is kind of funny though, because there were some things where if you read between the lines of what Jay said, really the message that you would take away is 95% of the people watching Khmer shouldn't consider yield max based on the stuff Jay was saying. Because he said, if you have under 100K, you probably shouldn't even be considering this, and I guarantee most of Khmer's audience doesn't have 100K. He said that people don't know how to calculate total return. That sounds like 95% of Khmer's audience. And he said something about, but it was like so quick that you almost don't catch it. It's like, he said, you got to be careful not to lead people too far down the wrong path. But like his tone was positive. So like the fact that might have been like almost kind of like a little bit of a jab didn't even really register.
Dude, the yield max people are almost criminals in my opinion. Like they are absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it's because, all right, clearly, like if you're going to call the product yield max, you're trying to appeal to a certain type of person, right?
It's intentionally deceptive. Like they're paying out higher distributions than their earnings to create the impression that they're generating higher returns than they actually are.
It's going to appeal to the lowest common denominator, right? Like the people who don't understand the NAV erosion, so to speak.
NAV erosion, capital erosion, who give a flying fuck?
And the people who don't understand like what options even are to begin with in a lot of cases. Like if
Khmer says you don't understand options. You don't understand how that's why yield max can make 100%. That's why he can generate 120K of income off of a $70,000 equity portfolio.
Yeah. But if you ever like listen to Khmer try to explain what a call option is or something, it's pretty hilarious. He doesn't.
It doesn't matter. Next question.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even an options pro. Like I know like the very basics, but I know they're not a magic ticket to infinite wealth. Like it's so obvious. Anything that's promises you high yields is 99% a scam.
Yeah. If it was an easy free lunch, you could guarantee, like, if that strategy could consistently produce yields that high, there is no reason why Warren Buffett would buy treasuries.
Dude, I'd be retired right now. Man, if yield max was real, I'd be balling right now.
Yeah, and we would all be trillionaires in our Lambos because there's just an easy free lunch, and it's like an infinite money printer. We've said before that if Khmer ever ran for president, his platform would be to put all of our tax dollars into yield max to pay off the national debt.
Oh my God.
Because he would probably think that would work.
Yeah, you think Khmer is going to be the chairman of the Federal Reserve? They're gonna pick him out. Like, man, this guy's really smart. We need him to run our government finances.
He understands income.
He's going to show up with the red Coca-Cola hat to the Federal Reserve meeting.
Dude, I would kill to see his tax forms. Like, if his tax forms will show legit what his real income is. Because you can't hide that.
I saw your offer. You'll do them for free if he'll let you show the numbers, but he'll never consider it.
He's trying to steal my information. He's trying to steal my social security number.
Yeah, because a CPA is gonna steal your social security number.
I mean, I see socials all the time. Like, I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to see his income. That's the only thing I want to see. I would. Yeah.
Could you imagine wanting to steal his identity? His credit rating's probably like 400.
But yeah, there's nothing to steal. Like, come on. Your stupid margin portfolio.
My understanding is that he had to have his wife take out a loan to start up the Robinhood account and do that big MSTY investment.
Oh my God.
And
dude, out of all things, Misty.
I've heard he's behind on his taxes too. But I don't know that for a fact. That's the word on the street, is that because he's talked about he's gonna like pay his taxes later or something like that. He's said words that to that effect, and it gives the impression that at least 1 year ago, like he's at least maybe like a year behind on his taxes.
He's a disaster. Of course he is. Like.
It's a great strategy, Judicator. That's an amazing strategy. Tries to defame us. We sue him. Then we get the tax. That's great. So we have two bets that are currently going through. We have one that's already hit, which was posted about a few months ago in, let's see, Posted in March. Does Khmer get margin called before January 2025? I believe he already has. 10 of you won that bet. Then we have another one that was posted earlier this month. Will he be Chapter 7 bankrupt by 2025? Do you believe this was on the day that I think everything went down a lot too? So
well, because like doesn't the margin, like I said, I've never used margin in my life, but I imagine once your equity falls below a certain amount, they automatically liquidate.
Yeah.
So worst case, he just gets liquidated, but he'll still have a positive net worth.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll give you, it depends how bad it is. But my understanding is like if you've got enough equity to cover it, they'll give you a little bit of time to deposit cash or whatever. But if it goes to the point where you have negative equity somehow, then they expedite the forced liquidation.
Yeah, because then they start losing their money.
Yeah, right.
So they're going to liquidate you.
Yeah. Yeah. And the margin call that he got, it's just the type where they're like, hey, deposit some money. You're a little bit out of compliance.
I mean, just think about it. He's investing in a leveraged Bitcoin ETF, basically.
Yeah, that's what MS MicroStrategy or whatever is basically.
Yeah,
right?
it's just a company that takes out debt to buy, clown coin. So if Bitcoin ever goes through like a vicious bear market, which it can, because it's Bitcoin,
it has like multiple.
Yeah, I mean it's worthless. So he could get absolutely obliterated in the blink of an eye.
That'd bring me so much joy.
Yeah, I even said like when stuff was going down, and Tesla was obviously going down when the rest of the market was. For some reason, I don't know why, because robotaxis are apparently going to revolutionize everything. But I even said I would happily endure more losses in my portfolio temporarily just to see him get liquidated.
Oh, dude, I've been begging. I want the S&P 500 to go down 50% because that would liquidate every single grifter. They would be gone.
Joseph Carlson doesn't like that.
Well, Joseph Carlson can. I got some ideas of what he can do for me.
Well, I mean, have you ever heard of a website called The Lesbians That Look Like Justin Bieber?
Oh yeah, I go there all the time.
Yeah. I think that Joseph Carlson looks like a lesbian that looks like Justin Bieber. That's just for those who know. That's
dude,
just
he's got his little gym set in the background. He doesn't freaking use that.
I wonder what Joseph Carlson can bench. Over or under 135? What do we think?
He could probably barely put up 135.
He can get a rep out. It's like a squiggly rep though.
It'll look dirty though. It'll look ugly, right? The one.
Yeah, he needs to have a spotter.
If you're out there, Joseph, I'll spot you.
Me and Joseph have a love-hate relationship. I can't say anything. I can't agree or disagree. Free Khmer did nothing wrong. Yes, Khmer's book will be a global bestseller. You can't. Is he actually writing a book? That would not surprise me.
Dude, pull that one back up. Pull that one back up. When margin calls.
I know that's one of our concurrent viewers, Fiscal. It's great. Pay attention to the chat more.
That's beautiful.
Have you heard of Tactical Shoe Shiner Strongman?
Oh, he's on my bucket list. I've been gathering. I found some interesting data on him too. See, a lot of people it's not hard to find your public information. All you gotta do is know the person's full name and roughly where they live, and then you can find their address, and you can find. I mean, I'm not gonna dox his address, obviously, but
we'll give you permission to. I don't care.
Yeah,
don't reveal the locations of his hot dog stands, please.
Yeah, oh yeah. But and then I find if you go on the county website, you can find tax liens against his house and all. It's not hard to do.
That's ominous.
He's balling though. Trust me, bro. He's making money.
Yeah. He made a claim. He said to Jay apparently on the Sunday show. I heard this from someone in the Discord. He said that he made like $20K a day from the hot dog stands from all 20 of his locations. He got $20K, and it's like, yeah, sure, definitely.
A month, a week, over what?
And a day.
Frame? A day. That might revenue maybe. That's not profit.
Yeah, well, first of all, he's not getting $20K of revenue. Like, we found his business, and I'm going to do a little bit more research, see if I can find because some states require you to file yearly documents. So I'm going to see if I can find more info on his business. But from what we found so far, he doesn't make a lot of money. Like maybe like 80K a year of revenue. That's revenue.
In like top line revenue. 80K
yes.
a year.
Like probably.
Wow.
If you look up if you just look up the average concession stand revenue, like obviously they're not pulling in 30K a day. That would be millions of dollars a year, right? Whatever the math is on that.
Well, of course he's getting millions a year, and then he's gonna get millions of more on after putting it all into yield max.
Look, if you're buying yield max, I can guarantee you're a brokey, 100%.
Listen, talk to him when you've got 9 figures before the decimal.
Before the decimal.
That's how much he makes a year, bro, on revenue.
Definitely.
$10.9 million.
Little Timmy at the hot dog stand doing the Little League World Series is dropping $3. Oh, yeah, he gets hyped up during Little League season, I bet.
If I can guarantee that if it was making that kind of revenue, he wouldn't actually be there like slinging the hot dogs himself with the teenagers that work for him.
Dude, he wouldn't be doing it. If you made that much revenue, you would focus on your business. Like you would not be buying yield max and making
he'd be scouting new locations for more hot dog stands. And I guess signing leases.
Watch him have like a hot dog empire.
30 racks a day, he said. 30 racks a day. And he made a show the next day to talk about it because he.
Wait, he said that
Khmer
made
like
one stand. 30K a day from one stand. There's no effing way.
No, he's lying.
Bring up Jonathan Frakes right now.
All right, so if everybody in the chat, we need some betting odds right now on the over-under odds that Tactical Shoe Shiner makes a video reacting to us, not addressing us by name though, but very clearly talking about us. Talk about him tonight,
pretending that he doesn't know.
Next 48 hours. Reference also counts too. I'm putting like minus 600.
He better be terrified. Like I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to dox his private information or his address, but I know a lot of information about him, and it didn't take me that long to find. And he's a scammer and a liar.
The funny thing with him is like
tactical scalper,
the Tactical Shoe Shiner. The thing,
and by the way, he is the roughest 49 I think I've ever seen. Is that even his real age? Do you know?
Oh, don't assume anything that comes out of his mouth is probably a lie.
Yeah, because I mean,
39.
If he is 49, like if he's actually 49, he has aged horrifically.
Yeah, it's like put on some moisturizer, man. Come on.
Jesus. The funniest thing was there was a live stream that he was doing on like one of his other channels. And this was after he went on, I think he went on my Discord and he got, I recognized him and I'm like, you're buddies with Khmer, right? And then he made like a video about it the next day. Not surprising. But
because he got ambushed, man.
He did. Yeah. He claimed that he got jumped and kicked on and like ambushed. And like, he's acting like he's a Me Too victim. On a public Discord.
He didn't start carrying his mattress around his hot dogs.
We're all gonna get canceled.
That's fine.
So he's he's serving up the hot dogs, and he's got this guy that looks like Peter Griffin working there. You can picture it. Just imagine you're at like a drag raceway. Imagine you're at a drag raceway. You want to go get some food, and a guy looks like Peter Griffin, and you got like a teenage girl also working there with him. So he's like chatting him up. He's like, yeah, we got these trolls on YouTube, and they're attacking me just because of my investments. And like they're all just like, wow.
Yeah, the girl looked like Mike Pence in the chair in every meeting. Like just did not want to be there.
Yeah,
like I'm not part of this. Please don't roast me.
and the one kid is 18 years old and he's coming after me. He's gonna get it. I'm telling you. The Tactical Shoe Shiner impersonation is definitely developed over the months. It's easy to do. You gotta get a rasp on your voice and talk about how there's so many haters when there's not.
He's gonna get his due. I'm just busy. It's just hard to like compile a video, but he's gonna get his due. Trust me.
He pretty small though? Like he's a
small channel, but some people just disgust me so much. I don't care if it doesn't get a lot of views. I just want to like absolutely destroy them.
Yeah. So
It doesn't.
why
I mean, I
are
went after Khmer. He's not that big either, you know.
why are you back to the grifter slaying grind? Because you took a pause for a minute.
Yeah, I just like for years and years. I mean, two and a half years. I was making fun of these clowns, and I thought like they would actually collapse. And I thought I got my victory in 2022. And then, of course, the market came back, and it started to really piss me off. Like I started to get pissed and think about it all the time. So I was like, I need to take a break from this. So I kind of stepped back, and now that I'm returning, I'm like, it's kind of fun to just be an ass, be a dick. So I'm back into it, but I'm not taking it as seriously. Like I have no expectations because it's fun. Like I go on there and I just rant and scream, and I have a good time doing it myself. But now I'm not expecting to like change the world or change anybody's mind. It's just fun.
It's true. Dunking on grifters is a great time, especially when they're as stupid as Khmer.
Yeah. Plus, like going over a balance sheet, like it gets boring after a while. Oh, here's some random company. Wow.
You gotta do 3 stocks to buy every month. Then you gotta also like include the dividend discount model, the 3 and 5 year CAGRs. Oh.
No, I did some troll videos. Like I pulled up like I made a video pumping like some stupid ETFs, growth ETFs. I basically just found the ETFs that went up the most, and I was like, oh, buy those.
It went up a lot. Hey, I bet if you pull up the chart, the 5-year chart, it probably looks great.
Dude, that is the foundation of a lot of channels, like even bigger channels. They're like, oh, look at these 3, or they have this new 3 fund portfolio, which is like Shada, SCHG, and VU. That's the new 3 fund. Because it's growth, dividends, and then a blend of both.
Yes, it's magic. Yeah, and it's like how many stocks within those are like overlapping? So like, what's the effing point?
It's like you could have just bought VU. Like you don't need to have the other 2.
It's buying VU with more steps.
Well, it makes you seem more sophisticated, and then you can make a YouTube channel and
I have a
make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it.
I don't know. Like I think it is hard to base an entire channel around like investing in 1, 2, or even 3 things. It doesn't give you enough to talk about. Doesn't give you enough to talk about.
Dude, I mean, like, what am I gonna? I can't talk about VT. Now, honestly, it is a boring ETF. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I just want to make fun of people, be a dick. That's what's fun,
True. It is more fun roasting.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Aren't you guys having a great time? Like, this is better than talking about like Celsius or something.
So, hey, I heard Celsius is a buy at 90.
Yeah, we've had a Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, I made a video on Celsius too. Like, I didn't buy the stock, but I was like, oh, it's a popular stock. Basically, I looked at stocks that were popular on X, and I started making videos being super bullish on them. And I made a video on Celsius. I'm like, it can't go lower.
Yeah.
And it was like $50.
You did Palantir also, right?
Yeah, I did Palantir. I was like, I just want to see what happens with this.
Do you want to talk about the Mike Stathis? I don't know if that's did I say it right? Stathis?
Where'd you hear about it? I mean, me and him go back.
Fabio.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm letting him do his thing. I had too much drama and too many random texts coming into my phone and too much stalker stuff.
You got to tell us the full story because I'm not familiar with it. I saw the outcome, but I'm not familiar with it.
I mean, so basically, there's this guy. He runs a firm, and he claims he's basically it's like him and probably like 1 or 2 other people at the most that we know of. And he claims he's the best analyst in the world, and he's been censored by the media because the media wears hats. If you catch my drift, yeah, no, he literally, like, if you go to his website, dude. We first saw him on YouTube. He started. And his videos are pretty funny. Like, he makes fun of people, and he's entertaining to watch. And he's like really good at roasting. But then I was like, okay, he made a video about me. He called me a grifter because I had like a Robinhood affiliate link. And it was say again.
Stop pumping VT, you grifter. Yeah, how dare you?
That was a criticism too, trust me. But I had a Robinhood affiliate link, and he's right. Robinhood is a disgusting app. But he basically like made a whole video like just calling me a liar, blah blah blah. So I went to his website, and it was just the most like vile, like Stars of David everywhere, and like, dude, he's like full in on that stuff. So basically, me and him kind of went to war. Like he made a video, I made a video, and before you know it, he's pumping out like multiple videos. He had like a dozen videos just talking about me.
He was like Fabio too.
Yeah, he went after Fabio, and it got crazy. And then I started getting texts on my phone, like from multiple numbers. I'm just like, this dude's a freaking maniac. But he eventually got deleted off YouTube.
Yeah,
and now he's back. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
You know, the crazies are one of my biggest fears. Being on, even though I'm small, I've only got a couple thousand subscribers, but like, even if you only have a few thousand subscribers, like sometimes the crazy, like you'll get a random crazy that's like obsessed with you and will want to stalk you or whatever.
Oh, I forgot to mention I had a job at an old tax firm, and he found it and he started screaming about it on YouTube and basically saying, "Oh, you know, if anybody called them and you know, mentioned you in your YouTube channel, that would be unfortunate." Basically threatening my job. So it got pretty wild.
So what's the recent when's the last Mike Stathis sighting?
Oh, he's on you. He's got his channel up again. He actually has a channel dedicated to me. He's got a couple videos. You can go watch those. You know, he can expose me there. VT is apparently the worst investment on the planet. It's basically it's like
the whole market at market
like,
cap rates is the worst investment. Interesting.
I'm a fake boglehead, you know, all sorts. It's pretty hilarious, but he's got another channel where he's been going after other people, and it's pretty funny. Like I watched a lot of the videos. It's pretty fun. You
know, it's really funny. Over the last like 6 months, Celsius has been a worse investment than VT. Just pull up the chart, bro.
Yeah, why would you buy Celsius? It went down, bro.
If it's down a lot, it means it must be a bad time to buy it.
Duh.
Yeah, we're not big fans of that Amit guy.
I mean,
on Twitter.
Don't even start me on that.
I mean,
here's a man bun.
Not to. I mean, yeah, but that Amit guy's he's probably been pumping Palantir since the first time it was like $40 or whatever. So he's probably not even really actually gained anything on it.
Okay, here's how I've already exposed this. Here's what happened. If you go to his channel, everybody go right now. Go look at the oldest video. There he is. Go to his sort by oldest video. You'll see that as soon as he started talking about Palantir, he started getting views, and then he started only talking about Palantir. Mm-hmm. So he literally did that just to he likes Palantir because it gets him views.
He's one of these guys that pretends to actually understand what they do, huh?
He doesn't freaking know. He lives with his parents. He's a loser. Yeah. Like I really don't think he has a job or anything.
Mm-hmm. His job is to explain to all of the people out there what Palantir does and why it's the best investment ever, and why Microsoft isn't going to buy Palantir in 10 years. In 10 years, Palantir is going to buy Microsoft. He said that. I think.
Sure.
Somebody said that. I think it was him, because
he's a shill for Karp too. Because Karp, basically, it's like they're symbiotic. Like Karp gives him attention, and you know Karp gets to speak to the retail investors through Amit. They're like he's like an intermediary. And then Karp recently dumped like $300 million of Palantir shares. And of course, Amit spin, that's what I call him. He goes on there and starts, defending Karp for dumping $300 million of, because like he's basically Karp's little whipping boy.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, all I know, he's got a messed up haircut. That's all I really know about him. I don't pay much attention to him. I see it is all caps tweets, and he's got the Palantir chart up, but
he's a total fraud. But I mean, like, I'm not surprised that he's popular. I mean, as long as you're entertaining and you can talk with confidence, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought Palantir almost at the bottom and like 4x'd on it, you know, but for real, not like faking. but I haven't based my whole existence on the fact that I did that.
Look, if you want to grow your channel, I'm giving you advice. Okay, you got to just pump out a bunch of stocks, find which video gets the most views, and then just keep talking about that stock.
I mean, I already.
Daddy, are you?
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
I already.
Let me tell you a
rely way
secret.
too much on it.
Walgreens stock. Every time I make a video about Walgreens, I get like triple or quadruple the views I normally get.
Yeah, because it's just it's down like 80% or something. So yeah, it's the stocks that are where it's absolutely bad. I find actually get more attention because I think people who have it like are looking for a ray of hope.
Yeah, it's weird. Like PayPal was super popular
At their lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're listing off Fiscal's entire portfolio right now. This is great. It's okay. I own SHD and SHG. That's mine.
I'm okay. I'm okay with PayPal. I mean, my cost basis is like $59, and what is it now? I mean, it's looking okay.
Joseph Carlson will fraud check you real fast there, Fiscal.
I mean, compared to what people were buying in 2021, PayPal is like amazing compared to that garbage. You know, just go look at Jeremy's stock picks in 2021 and compare that to PayPal.
Would be worse.
PayPal's a lot better.
And only one of us has ever bought Tattooed Chef, right?
I actually bought so I actually got called a fraud, right? Because I saw Tattooed Chef was oscillating, and I was like, I'm going to spend like $30 on a call option. So I spent $30, and I made like $3 or $4 on it, was selling the call back. And some guy like caught it on one of my. He's like, "Bro, you bashed Tattooed Chef, and you also bought Tattooed Chef."
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Here's a funny one. You've heard of Oatly, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I actually got called a paid basher for do you remember that guy? The one that was that Chris Concert guy? I dare you
Chris Concerts.
Because Oatly like went up like a few months after I made a video on it. He's like, I dare you to make another video on Oatly now.
Dude, you should have seen the videos I made about AMC. I got people. You think you got hate and got called a paid basher? I got called like a shill and a paid supporter of hedge funds, like threats on my life, like craziness because I criticized AMC. People are crazy on YouTube, man. It's pretty funny.
Okay, Kid Freshie, because I saw you made a video about him once. It came up in my recommended. He commented on. I think he commented on one of my videos before. I could be wrong. I'm fairly confident he did though. What's the story with Kid Freshie?
He was just a commenter. He would comment on like all my videos, and he would answer every comment. He was the guy that called me a hypocrite because Jeremy bought Tattooed Chef with millions of dollars, and I bought a $30 call option.
Didn't Kid Freshie like find your phone number and start like calling you or something, or like texting you?
Well, here's the thing. So somebody was texting me. We don't know if it was the Reichsmarshal or if it was Kid Freshie. We don't know for certain. But around that time, they were both going after me, and I started getting a bunch of crazy phone calls and texts and stuff.
Gotcha.
And I got them all saved on Dropbox too. Maybe I'll make a video about that.
Like, I do remember Kid Freshie's comments and like chats used to be pretty unhinged, and it's like I could see him like crossing a line for sure.
Yeah, I just decided, I was like, I don't really block a lot of people, but I was like, I'm blocking this guy. It's getting too crazy.
No, he commented something like positive on my video like 3 years ago, dude. And I saw the name, I remembered. I'm like, this guy commented on one of my videos. Yeah, interesting. Kid Walkie ran Kid Fresh. Jesus, I'm Biden. Kid Fresh walked so Gil could run.
Yeah, I mean, Gil's mostly friendly to me, so
Gil doesn't like echoes though. He doesn't like me and echoes.
He'll get mad sometimes at me, but usually we make up. You know, we're buddies.
Are you in echoes? What's the update with you two? Because we had echoes on probably like springtime.
It's been a while ago.
Fallout. He explained the fallout.
I mean, I don't really talk to him anymore. I mean, I kind of expected that whole thing was, well, once he got like had more subscribers than me, I kind of suspected he would move on to grander heights or try to like talk to YouTubers that had more subscribers. So I mean, I wasn't surprised.
I asked him if you guys would ever be friendly again. He thought, and he said no.
Well, if I ever get a lot of subs, if I like 10x, he'll be friendly again. Trust me.
We need to have you and Echoes on before the election for a presidential debate. He can represent Kamala. You can do Trump, dude. Me and Fiscal will be the moderators. Who wouldn't want to see? That'd be great.
You'd have to pay me a lot of money to do that.
Get those super chats in, everybody.
Yeah, CFK needs to dig out of the financial hole so we can afford
political. Start doing political.
When you guys monetize this channel, like, you gonna form a partnership? Like, what's going on?
We already did.
Because somebody you gotta have the taxes done. You know that, right?
Dude, we've talked about that. We've talked about that.
Funny, yeah.
We are a partnership.
Yeah. We went ahead and did that when we were on the verge of tier 1 monetization, just so it would be in place and codified. So we are a Wyoming partnership. Actually,
yeah, we had to go anonymous because a certain episode.
Yeah,
we were thinking about it before, but that just confirmed it. I'm like, yeah, no chance.
Yeah,
if we're getting this at 400 subscribers at the time, just wait till.
I'm sure because they took you guys down. I'm shocked that has not happened to me.
I think
the monetization.
So yeah, because it was pre-monetization, they just did it without any kind of like checks or balances along the way. They just trusted that the strikes were legitimate and proceed with termination. And once you achieve monetization, then like they might look a little closer before turning the off switch. Because they're getting
one of the things I've done and said, and just look at some of my old thumbnails. Like I can't believe it that I'm still here.
And we're 99% sure he paid a service to do it. And like, who's gonna pay a service to do a takedown that's gonna fail? Because I think you have enough subscribers and enough views and stuff where probably YouTube would want to manually review it if 3 strikes came in at once when you don't really get copyright strikes.
Yeah, there was more than 3. There was a lot.
Well, I've gotten copyright claims, and
so
it does nothing. It doesn't affect my channel at all.
Claims and strikes are different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how.
Claims is when basically like the copyright holder of like a song will set it up like it's almost automated where. They basically set it up so that they get a piece of your revenue if you use the song. Like we used Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison for our comeback episode. Yeah. And if that video, if we ever get to the like ad revenue level of monetization, Mark Morrison's going to get the ad revenue from that video. That's what the copyright claim is. But a strike would be if he said, I own this and you don't have permission and take the video down or else. That's
all the videos and the videos were like all of us just talking about like weekly transactions.
Yeah, there was no copyrighted material in any of the videos that were struck. But there's no review process if you're not monetized. They'll just take it on whoever's word that wrote the thing in. And they were all fake people too. Like they weren't
like Levi snatch your video.
Levi snatch your video at gmail.com filed the
because like that TQQ debate I had, that was completely taken down by YouTube. But even then, they didn't give me a strike, anything. So
that's weird.
Yeah, I've just been lucky. I mean, I did get 1 strike, and it was literally for something that was sarcasm and had nothing to do with finance. What's up?
It was community guidelines, though, not copyright. Yeah.
Yeah, it was community guidelines.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, to be honest, with how hard you go, like that doesn't surprise me that that's happened once,
But it was a joke about the other gender. It wasn't even it had nothing to do. It was sarcasm. And they let all these like other clown pill channels say whatever they want. Yeah. I made a joke and they gave me a strike.
Like Rich Pooper.
Yeah, I got a name for him.
He would want to know, are you trained in the art of combat?
Dude, that guy is such a man. And the biggest thing, they shill crypto. That's the biggest thing I hate about
They do. They sell crypto courses. A popular duo known as F and F. They have a crypto course that they sell, and it's like, what qualifies them to teach you about crypto?
No, the whole clownosphere is corrupt. Like it's as soon as I saw they were into crypto, I'm like, yeah, it's grift.
The Mano Swamp. You gotta build up the Cheeks channel, man.
I know. I've been lazy with it. I'm like, yeah, I'll post a video once a week.
I actually have a second channel in like that. I think is going to be kind of like that too, because it's a space that's ripe for some plucking of some low hanging fruit, so to speak.
I hope you're not talking about high school girls that you're hitting on, Fiscal. I hope that's not what we're talking about.
Come on.
Low hanging fruit and plucking. That never sounded good, Fiscal.
All of my lady friends are of age, sir. I've never
hands on my knees. Thank you for the money, Lincoln. Thank you.
See, you guys are partners. You got to split that income, you know?
Actually, it's 3 ways because we have our slave editor. We let him off the leash once a week. He gets to go outside. He gets to go to work. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys have an editor?
Yeah. We have a lot of AI shorts that are processed shorts that come out throughout the week, and he is responsible for that. But yeah,
it's true.
Wow.
And now longer clips.
That's
I don't feel like going through every episode every week and clipping out 20 different clips. So it's nice.
I'm way too lazy for that.
Yeah. So that's why we have the editor do it.
Well, I don't know. Sorry, I'm way too lazy. I'm way too cheap also.
Well, to be fair, the channel hasn't even achieved $100 in revenue yet, so nobody's gotten any money.
I mean, honestly, ad revenue isn't that good.
It's horrible.
You got to get a ton of views.
Yeah.
To even do $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. My main channel where I've got 2,200 something subscribers, I'm between 100 and 200 a month is about what I get in ad revenue. Maybe if I'm very active.
I'm looking right now. I got $1,129 off of 190,000 views. So
cumulative. But to be fair, if that's lifetime on your channel, all your views from before you were monetized count on that too.
No, it's 365 days because I was literally ad monetized a year ago, pretty much.
Interesting.
I just have no moral motivation to do it, dude. An extra $50 a month, yippee-ki-yay. And I'm just at the point where it's like you were talking about earlier, it's just not fun making a 3 stocks to buy video or talking about why I sold more Apple.
I just do what's fun. If I don't feel like talking about something, I'm not going to talk, even though I know it could get a lot of views. It's hobby. It's not.
Yeah.
This isn't going to make me. I mean, maybe it will in 20 years, but
10x it will, bro.
Yeah. I also have a job. Okay.
Yeah. Same.
I go to community college. I'm not as scholar as some of the other people up on this panel today.
But I will say, it's nice that it's something that's fun and a little bit of money does hit the account. Although actually, with what I put in to getting CFK off the ground, I'm probably now break even on YouTube overall.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's my lock in here too. So I can't say that I'm going out partying on Saturdays. I gotta go. Not that there are many functions in community college, but we got. I didn't block you. Retire on dividends. That's fake news. No. There's not. Fiscal has me locked in with this monetary investment of the cash flow kings.
Hey, you're smart. You're doing it now. When I was your age, I was being an idiot, just drinking and doing nothing.
hey, I'm waiting for delayed gratification. We're gonna do a meetup in Vegas in 2 years, and anything could go down with the parental vision of. Yeah, we're gonna have the parental vision of Fiscal and retire on dividends. So they're gonna be leading the activities for the evening. We are actually going to do that. I'm dead serious, by the way. We're going to do a Vegas meetup in 2 years when I turn 21.
Yep. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We don't do it for the money, but
Yeah,
it helps.
quote of the year. Yeah, we don't do it for the money. We do it for the love of the sport.
Yeah, just wait until we get to the point where we're like $50 minimum for us to read your chat.
I meant to say
you
Kamala
got
Harris.
a long way to go for that.
No.
You got to have like millions of subs.
There you go. We'll put your message up there because you gave us money. That's all that matters. We'll put anything up for money. What is there more to hate about Khmer? I thought we covered all the topics.
I mean, he's an incompetent clown, a loser, and
we can swear. It's past 9 p.m. It's past 9 p.m. We can cuss.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
So do we think? Do we pretty much all well agree that he's broke and probably married a gold digger that doesn't realize he's broke?
Oh,
dude, I want to see about his wife. I need to learn more info about this.
He's in full panic mode because he knows he can't do this job forever.
Is his wife shorter or taller than he is, you think?
He probably found like a 4'7" Cambodian woman.
Nice.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like a 6-foot white woman?
Be funny.
Hey, should I? Do you think she's younger than him?
Probably.
Absolutely.
Probably not. She's not like she's not going to be a dime piece, but
no.
You know,
but
she's probably okay.
Do you think I should slide into her DMs?
Yes, you should.
All right, guys. If you can get her Instagram handle, just DM it over to me on Discord, and I'll see what I can do.
Well, he's so whipped. They have a joint Instagram. I found it.
He's gonna go over the messages. He's got.
I mean, I'll still shoot my shot, bro. Just send it over to me.
Dear anybody but Khmer.
Yeah, I need to buckle down on research because, like I said, I found the 2 homes in the trust, and then you know,
all right.
I'm sure I could dig up more if I put more time into it.
So, do you think the trust has enough to like bail him out of his problems?
He can't fail because he's retired from the military. He's got health care. Yeah. You know, he's got YouTube now because YouTube, it's not his portfolio, but he made like what $1,000 last month.
Yeah.
And he's only just getting started. Like YouTube will bail him out. He really can't fail. He's like any other.
Here's a question. What do you think he's also milking the disability? Do you think he's like claiming like 60 or 70% disabled for like a bone spur or something?
Yes.
Oh, dude, he's probably if he was collecting the full amount, that's like $4,000 a month, tax free. I don't know he would necessarily be on YouTube. So he probably got a little bit, but he didn't like his job wasn't elite. Like he doesn't have any injuries.
Well, you know,
I don't know. Mentally, he is.
I used to work with this dude that he was always like kind of bragging a little bit about how it was some crazy amount, like it was well above 50%. I don't think it was quite 100%. And he was getting like almost as much from that as he was from the full-time job he was working and stuff. And he was also like more jacked than I am and worked as like a bouncer part-time and stuff. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Like to where you have to get thousands of dollars a month to make up for this horrible injury that you have. Yet you're like one of the most jacked people in the office. You work as a bouncer, which he was doing that under the table because if they knew he was in that line of work, they probably would be like, "Are you really disabled?"
Get out of the club.
But
get out of the club. You're not welcome here.
Like, what gives with that shit?
Well, he just needs money because his wife is blowing it all.
Yeah.
You know, but like the disability system, most people can.
But like, what is it with dudes that have like literally nothing wrong with them getting thousands of dollars a month? It seems like
so I've heard people like they hire companies that specialize in that kind of stuff,
like filling out the forms and all that.
Yeah, or like because I mean, if you check all the criteria, because a lot of things you can just say, and they can't prove you wrong. Like, oh, I have a erectile dysfunction. It's like, how are they going to prove that?
Unbelievable. Can you imagine pretending to have erectile dysfunction to get free money from the government?
You know, I'm sort of, you know, instead of doing this YouTube thing, I might Might have to bump it up a notch.
Can you imagine if they like send private detectives out like on any dates you go on to see if you get he doesn't have I got a snap of I got an image of the boner in 4K. There's no way he's got.
It's like, Chris, where'd those kids come from? The bull.
They got to make a Khmer movie. Like when Borat went to the hood, they got to have Khmer go to the hood. Or like he goes to New York for the next Yield Max event. That's just one of those odd situations that I think would be insanely comedically hilarious. Do y'all think that the Khmer military retirement will be gone, paying him back Yield Max?
Well, I mean, you don't lose your retirement ever.
Yeah, they like that's like guaranteed pension for life, basically.
If he wasn't an idiot, he could retire right now. Like if he has a high disability and he has a major's retirement, he's fine, and he has health care. Like, dude, if you gave me that right now, I'd be done.
The more Khmer gets popular, the more I'm bullish on hymns. Quote of the year. That's great.
That's savage.
Disability specific lawyers. I went through it. Roberto, what disability do you have? Actually, that's mean. I shouldn't be asking that. It's okay. You're Cashflow Kingsville. We're all the same.
We promise it's not the same kind that the Khmer audience has.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. That's a guarantee. 56% of the votes right now say that Khmer does have hidden Down syndrome. The other 44% don't. So it's almost 50-50, as one would say.
Honestly, like he might not even be super slow. He might just be so terrified of not being able to afford his wife that he's not listening to anybody telling him the truth. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear that it's going to end. So he's just blindly going forward and trying to believe this delusion.
So is it because like he's like letting her buy all like the Gucci handbags and shit like that?
She's spinning him into the poorhouse. So he's got, if he wants to keep her, he has to keep impressing her.
I really wonder what she looks like then.
I mean, he's a 5'2" dork. Like she's not going to be hot, but for him, he's probably doing well for him.
Yeah.
Over under of Khmer licking the windows in the back of the short bus. That's quoting. It's horrible. Signage issues sometimes they can't prove. That actually is bad. Hearing loss. That's about it. That's nice. I respect that.
You know, I've been having a lot of sinus issues. I might need to go get that checked.
Have any of you guys cashed in from the 3M class action for the earplugs?
Oh, so stupid. Yeah. So here's like most veterans are like, I'm not saying most, but a lot of them are like liars and scammers. So I'm not surprised. That lawsuit's total BS. I'm just going to say that.
No. All warriors and virtuous heroes that we should feel lucky to lick the boots of. Thank you very much.
No, it's I that makes me cringe so much when people do that. That's why like when I first saw Khmer and I saw he kept talking about how he military this, military that, somebody that actually like had a real like good career that was like an actual person that went to war and did stuff, they don't talk like that. They don't puff themselves up like that. So I just knew automatically he's a freaking fraud. Right on. He just lies through his teeth about everything.
So I've been told by members of his audience that I clearly hate the troops and the vets if I criticize Khmer's investing strategy. What do you think?
Oh yeah,
that's true.
That's from Shoeshiner.
You cannot criticize a veteran.
How dare you? If you haven't served, how dare you?
You should have your citizenship stripped from you. Yeah. See that, but that's the scam. They're like, I'm a veteran. You can't criticize me if I buy garbage ETFs that drop massively. You just hate America, bro. Like it's so stupid.
Yeah. Clearly, you hate the
18-year-old. This 18-year-old needs to learn a lesson.
See, but that's the advantage I have because I'm also a veteran. So I like, what's he going to say to me?
That's funny because Fabio actually said the same thing about why he doesn't go that hard on Khmer because he's like, let Strongman do it because like they can't pull out the whole "you just hate the troops" argument on him.
Well, I was only in the Army, not the elite Marines. So maybe I'm not worthy of criticizing him either. We'll see.
Isn't it true that the written test score requirements are the lowest for the Marines and highest for like the Air Force?
Yeah, Marines are usually special.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a joke that they eat crayons.
I don't know if that's a joke.
What was
What if you
Dan
claimed
in?
that at VA?
Dan's gonna be watching.
I've got crayon wax poisoning. It's from my time in the service.
What was Dan
stains on my
Wax in?
fingers.
Was Dan in the Army? I'm trying to.
Dan?
Dan.
Yeah, he was
Dan
in the
Wax.
Army.
Army, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We got a lot of veterans on the Cash Flow Kings now. We're gonna win the veteran viewership over. Military. Well, it has been a good 1 hour and 25 minutes. I will give everybody the 2-minute warning for any last comments, questions, concerns, requests, super chats, anything your little heart desires. I snuck that one in. Yes, I did. It has been a fun time. I hope Khmer. So we'll get some betting odds in. I don't think. Will Khmer reference this show? I don't know.
Doubt it.
He just had to say the haters, but he wants
the White
Knights.
Knights. Don't listen to the White Knights.
Isn't
Isn't it funny how Khmer tries to be red pill and finance at the same time?
Yeah, he's not doing that well on red pill if he's in that relationship.
No single moms. He said to that girl in college, no single moms. You had your chance.
I dated a model. Yeah, I'm sure you turbo manlet. Get out of here.
Retire on dividends. I'll technically do this because Bacon asked if we can do a rue at the end of from everyone. So what I think we do the outro, and afterwards to Cash Flow is King, we do the. I'm not going to say it now, but we say it. So, Strongman, do you want to plug anything? No Diddy, promote your channel. I have the link in the description. Anything, your Twitter, your 10 stocks to buy.
Yes, subscribe to Strongman Personal Finance and look at all my grifts. Pay for all of them. Deplete your bank account.
Buy his book.
Just give me all your money, please.
Buy his book.
Check out my book.
Yeah.
My book, Stop Being a Broke Loser, is one of the best books ever written on the finance industry. Check it out.
What year did you write it?
2020.
Wow, what a good year.
That's got to be interesting.
Well, I was on lockdown. I was like, I've always wanted to write a book, and I'm kind of bored. I'm just going to write a book.
Do you feel like one of the best books?
Do you feel like if you were to write it today, like anything would be much different, or do you think you'd pretty much feel the same way now that you did about everything back then?
I mean, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I kind of want to write another book where I specifically talk about YouTube scams and how people do it. I want to mention specific grifters, and I want to talk about all the tactics they use.
Like a tell-all.
Yeah, like,
on the YouTube finance niche, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's going to be called Disgusting Grifting Scum. So, like, it's been floating in my head, but I've been so busy these last few years. It's been hard, but I may have time coming up in the next year or two. We'll see.
Can you buy a physical copy of the book?
Of what?
Your book.
Oh, you do?
Can you buy one?
He was asking if you can buy
it. Yeah. Okay. I'm Fiscal. We should both get ones and put them in the background.
Oh, I know. I know if you bought it.
I mean, my background is pretty sparse. I need to figure something out.
Yeah, instead of like Warren Buffett's book, you got my book.
Some people put it next to the Intelligent Investor.
Some people put the Intelligent Investor. Some people put securities analysis. I put Stop Being a Broke Loser in my background because I'm a real Chad.
What was the publishing process like? Was that a big pain in the ass or
no? So I self-wrote it, obviously. I uploaded it, and then that's it.
That's great.
I self-edited too. So I mean, there's like typos and stuff in there, but I'm not paying an editor thousands of dollars. So I was like completely free. I just typed it and uploaded it to Amazon, and they do the rest.
It's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Well,
do you know in exactly like to date how many copies have actually sold? Do you keep track?
I have made about $1,050, so total. a huge sum of money. So
You're basically
I probably
New York
sold
Times
like
bestseller.
200-300 copies total.
You're practically Stephen King.
Oh, dude, don't underestimate me, man. I'm gonna take over Barnes and Noble one day.
just a big banner, your profile picture on the front of Barnes and Noble.
I could just see, I could see you rolling up to the bookstore, like doing a signing.
Like, who's this clown? Stop being a broke loser.
No, except instead of like you let people sign your titties instead of the other way.
I love Retire on Dividends.
We're just bringing it full circle.
Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. Check out Strongman's channel, link in the description. I'm going to buy a copy of the book. How much is it? How much is it? What is it, like 15
like $13 or something?
If his mom will let him,
Put
he'll
on the
buy a
credit-
copy of your book.
We'll put it on the company credit card. Fiscal.
Yeah, it's a business expense.
Whoa. Hey. Slow down with the company credit card there, buddy.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Smash like and subscribe. Do dividends, stocks, drugs. And of course, cash flow is king.
King.